Hello, fellow Rotarians. This is the first of what will be a series of brief videos highlighting the individual members of the leadership team of the Rotary Club of Norfolk. My goal is to provide you with interesting and relevant information about each of our elected board members. I think you will be impressed when you learn about the depth and breadth of leadership skills that our board members bring to the leadership of our club. Since I've only been in the Rotary Club of Norfolk for 5 years, a lot of you may not know what I bring to the leadership task. So let me try to establish some Rotary credibility. You can think of this as street cred within Rotary. I got this information from my profile in the My Rotary website. You should take a minute to check your own Rotary profile. I have been a Rotarian for 45 years. I have been a club president 3 times now. I have held about every officer position and committee chair position in the clubs I've been a member of. I trust you can see that I have a lifelong commitment to Rotary. So now that you know a little bit about my background, let me provide you with some of my thoughts about club leadership. I'm going to cover 3 topics: leadership style, it's a club, and best practices. I consider myself a student of leadership style. In every organization in which I have worked, I have observed the style of the leader, and I have learned a lot from my observations. Based on my observations and my understanding of complex organizations and human nature, I have arrived at what in the profession is called the servant leader style. Yep, it's a real thing. Google the Greenleaf organization or go to greenleaf.org. Don't be put off by the word servant. It's not to be read as subservient. On the contrary, it is to boldly state that my goal is to serve the members of the club. I don't want to sound dismissive, but Rotary is actually just a club. Rotarians lead complex and challenging lives. Rotary needs to take on the importance of a service club within the otherwise robust and complex life of a club leader. The leadership responsibilities of a club leader need to be carried out within the context of a balance between a leader's personal life, professional life, and club life. And my view is that family and personal life come first. Professional and work life come second. And Rotary and community life come after that. These represent my personal priorities. I might add, this is why you may not see me at every Rotary event. It's just a matter of priorities. I've spent a career in the hospital industry. If you know anything about hospitals, you know that doctors, nurses, technicians, and yes, administrators are trained in the scientific approach. This means that whatever you are doing, you need to be able to justify your behavior with acceptable standards of practice. You must respond to the question, why are you doing that? Or more accurately, why are you doing it that way? The answer should be because it is a best practice. Every industry, every business has recognized best practices. Reflect upon the best practices in your own business. The same applies to leadership of a Rotary Club. Take the best practice of performance metrics for the club. Many of these performance metrics are in the club's strategic plan. For example, how many service projects will your club complete during the Rotary year? And how many of your club's leaders will attend a learning event to prepare for their role? There are actually 26 of these performance metrics in the club's strategic plan. These metrics provide measurable objectivity of club outcomes and represent a best practice for all Rotary clubs. Another best practice is to operate a Rotary club according to bylaws. Our club has bylaws that provide specific clarification for many of the club operations. Let's ask Carly to talk about the club bylaws.
Hi, it's me, Carly. I just wanted to let you know that the club bylaws are taken very seriously when it comes to board decision-making. There is a parliamentarian present at every board meeting. The parliamentarian makes sure that board decisions are made in compliance with the bylaws. The club bylaws represent the rules under which the Rotary Club of Norfolk operates, and they are taken very seriously when it comes to board matters.
Thank you, Carly. And while we're on the topic of board meetings, Robert's Rules of Order provide a best practice for working through all the intricacies of a Rotary board meeting. Again, the parliamentarians are present at each board meeting to provide guidance regarding Robert's Rules of Order. I trust you would agree that best practices are Rotary standards which are universally accepted as the best way to carry out Rotary business. In addition to the best practices just mentioned, there are best practices such as an annual strategic plan and an annual operating budget. I think it's smart for our club to use best practices. They provide a clear and concise response to the question, "Why are you doing that?" The response is, "Because it is a Rotary best practice." Let me take one more opportunity to identify the leadership team for the Rotary Club of Norfolk. These are your fellow Rotarians who are using best practices to guide club operations. There will be additional videos that will highlight the leadership experience, skills, and approaches of our elected board members. Finally, thank you for taking the time to watch this video.